What's going on YouTube? Today I want to talk about how much do you really need to travel to the Philippines. A lot of people they want to go to the Philippines, or maybe they want to travel to Asia, and they don't really know how much do they really need to travel to the Philippines. Can you go there with 1000 USD? The answer might be it depends. Now, and also it depends. It depends how long you're gonna stay there, what airline you're gonna book, and also it depends what's gonna be your lifestyle there. Because if you only have 1000 USD in your pocket, I believe 1000 USD in your pocket, it is, I think it is about let me see, it's about 55 to 58,000 pesos. You might say, oh wow, I got 58,000 pesos in my pocket, I want to go to the Philippines because Philippines is cheap. Yeah, Philippines is cheap, but can you live in the Philippines with 55,000 pesos in your pocket or 58,000 pesos in your pocket, depending on the exchange rate? Remember, you only have 1000 USD. Is that enough? Your flight might be, if you're flying from California, and also it depends where you're coming from. From California, it might be maybe gonna be like 600, 700, or maybe 1000. It just depends where you're coming from. Let's say if your flight is like, if your flight is like 650 or maybe 750, that's still kind of very tight. That means you only have maybe like 250 left in your pocket. That's not gonna be enough, okay? That's not gonna be very possible to travel, to go to the Philippines with 1000 USD. So let's say if you have a budget, maybe I would say if you have 2000, yeah, 2000 is more than enough to travel to the Philippines. Maybe for 1 week or 2 weeks is gonna be very tight, but at least 1 week you're just gonna live a very comfortable life. First of all, if you already book your flight out of that 2000, you book your flight, you book your Airbnb or wherever you might live to stay. Some places is very cheap in the Philippines because your stay for 1 week per night might be like 10 USD, $10 or maybe $20. It all depends on where you wanna stay. You feel me? So if you wanna stay somewhere cheap, food might be very cheap also, but like I said, so it all depends where you gonna stay and what kind of food you wanna eat. If you wanna, the transport are very cheap sometime, but you have to know which transport to take depending where you stay. Are you gonna travel a lot, and the food can be like 5 to 10 USD per day. It's all depends, okay? It's all depends. That's what I said. The answer is all depends. So technically, can you live in the Philippines? Can you live in the Philippines for 2 weeks with 1000 USD in your pocket? In your pocket, yes, but you still have to be very careful. If you by yourself, yeah, that's enough because you by yourself. But if you're gonna bring your friends out, your girlfriend out, 2 weeks, that's gonna be very tight budget, because if you're planning to party, do other things, traveling around, it can get very expensive and you might run out of money, but you don't want that to happen to you. That's the reason why you might need to have some emergency money in your pocket when you travel to the Philippines. So can you go there with 1000 USD in your pocket after you already book your flight, book your Airbnb? Yes, you can have a very good life, good trip for 1000 USD in your pocket. But remember, you have to spend your money wisely, because you don't want to get scammed from the taxi drivers, get scammed from other people you're gonna meet, but you just want to have a very comfortable trip traveling experience in the Philippines. So can you do that? Yes, you can do it. All right, bye.